Welcome to your full moon in Virgo guided meditation. Please take a seat, become comfortable, and close your eyes. I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist, Reiki master, and yoga teacher. For today, I'm simply your meditation guide. For anyone who wishes to skip the astrology update and numerology information on the full moon that we have coming up, please check the description box or the pinned comment and you will find the timestamps there. I will see you at the meditation. So this full moon that we have that will happen on the 24th of February 2022 will be at 5 degrees of the sign Virgo. There were three main things that I saw when I pulled the chart for the day and looked at what the planets were doing. The first one is that the moon herself, which will be under Virgo's energy, will be forming some kind of tension or causing some of us to make some decisions or come to some kind of conclusion about situations, people, places and things in our life. And this is because she is going to be in opposition, which is harsh tension, with both the planet Saturn and Mercury. So these energies together to me read as though it's about our thoughts and what's been communicated or what needs to be communicated. So what's been said or what hasn't been said or what needs to be said. And this is because the moon is counteracting with the planet of thoughts, communication, travel, and any kind of way that people come together or don't come together and disagree, in other words, the planet Mercury. So it's about what it is that we want to do right now and making some kind of decision, and it may not be an easy decision to make. For some of us, we could be called to make quite a mature decision, or at least take a mature approach. And this is where Saturn comes in, because Saturn is the planet of maturity. It's also the planet that brings us our lessons to learn in life. And it's the planet that can present challenges as well. This moon could be quite a difficult one for some of us, and for the rest of us, it could be about us just really sitting down and saying, right, this is my decision, this is where I'm going, this is what needs to be said, or this is what I'm thinking right now. The second interesting thing when I noticed this energy of decision making that could be quite difficult is that the planets themselves are doing all this while we have a very, very interesting energy in terms of numerology for the day. 24 to 2024 is obviously quite significant in terms of numerology, 24 to 2024. When we break this down, this comes to the number 9, and this is a number of completion, complete endings, finalization, ready to close out this cycle and move in a new direction in terms of numerology when we go from numbers 1 to 9. Although this is a full moon and the energy is quite powerful because it is a full moon, and although many of us might be called to make some decisions right about now, it's also a time to be looking at the cycles that we have been going through, or we are going through, or we've constantly been going through, that maybe we need to close out, or for whatever reason finish one thing and then move on to the next. Now, while we're doing all this, we can't forget that Virgo is the one that's kind of ruling over everyone's full moon experience at the moment. And Virgo is a planet that, or an energy I should say, it's not a planet. Virgo is a sign, an energy that rules over things like organization and being very analytical and the finer details. So if we are decision making, if we are deeply considering our thoughts and communication and what's been said or what hasn't been said, and maybe closing out things or moving in new directions, and finishing one cycle, we should do all this with, Virgo's energy, which is looking at the finer details, paying attention to things, making sure that we're organized. Virgo is a sign that is very, very, very attention focused, very detail orientated, so it's best to take heed and use Virgo's energy. Now, the third and final thing that is very interesting around this full moon as we look at the astrology and what's going on in the charts is we have two stelliums going on, and a stellium happens when we have 3 or more planets all under the influence of one particular sign. It shows us that not only is the sign important right now, but wherever this stellium is formed in our birth charts, that part of life is very important. So our first stellium is a Pisces stellium, and we've just kind of moved into Pisces season, so happy birthday to all the Pisceans out there. And we have Saturn, the Sun and Mercury currently under Pisces. So if you know where Pisces rules in your chart, and if you are a Pisces, this will be wherever your sun is, whatever house your sun is in your birth chart. For the rest of us, it's wherever we've got the Pisces symbol on the birth chart. This part of our life is going to be key right now, and Saturn, the Sun and Mercury will be here. So again, it's that same energy of decision making, our thoughts, and maybe being quite mature with what it is we're thinking or how we're going about things, with Saturn's energy involved. The second stellium is in Aquarius, and obviously we're just moving out of Aquarius season, and we've got Venus, Mars and Pluto currently in the sign of Aquarius. Now, where Venus and Mars are quicker moving planets, this stellium's not going to stick around forever. The same could be said with the Pisces stellium, because the Sun and Mercury will be due to move on pretty soon. Wherever Aquarius rules in your chart, this part of life is key if you know where that is in your own birth chart. And it's certainly an area to look deeply at this moment in time while we have this stellium. The interesting thing about this stellium as well is that you have one mutable sign, which is Pisces, which will go with the flow, move through life, and just roll with whatever punches or whatever happens. But then you've got the fixed energy of Aquarius, which is quite stubborn and has a set way of wanting to do things. So with the signs themselves that these stelliums are happening in, we have the same energy of push and pull and decision making that we have with the full moon energy, with the moon in opposition with Mercury and Saturn, because you've got one sign that wants to go with the flow and be quite hippie like, and you've got one sign that wants a bit more organization and wants to do things its own way. You've got one air sign and one water sign, and air and water aren't really natural counterparts either. It would be more like an air sign and a fire sign and a water sign and an earth sign, and that is because the water will help to nourish the earth and the air can help fuel the fire. When you have these two energies together, it brings that energy of, I want to say conflict, but it doesn't necessarily mean negative conflict, but it's certainly an energy of they don't have neutral ground. And it's the same kind of energy we've got through the full moon with decision making and having to make decisions that could involve the heart, which is the moon, our emotions, and the mind, which is Mercury in the brain, and the two not quite being in sync with each other, or there being some kind of conflict or something that is making the decision making quite difficult, but it needs to be done to close out that cycle because we're under number 9 energy of this full moon and moving a new direction. So quite a lot going on in terms of astrology. And with all that being said, because I've just spent nearly 10 minutes I think speaking about that, the theme for our meditation this month is about clear vision and a focus on decision making and intention setting and the cycles that we're either breaking or starting. The meditation this month is, compared to previous months, if you've been here before, it's a little bit shorter, and I felt to do a shorter one which is more focused, because that's the energy that's needed right now. We need to really get down to the bottom of things, make our decisions about things in life that we need to, and then move forward with action. This full moon, to me, looking at the charts, although there's, the conflict, it looks very much like an action-based full moon. Like, okay, this is my decision, right, let's go, this is what I'm going to do. So with that being said, I am going to give you 5 affirmations, and I invite you to close your eyes. Make sure you are comfortable. You are free to say these affirmations out loud after me. I will leave a space, or you're free to internally think them and just internalize them within yourself. I welcome a new cycle as I step through the 222 portal. I'm confident in the decisions I make and the direction I take. I trust in the universe's guidance always. I am present, focused, and grateful for where I am. What's meant for me will always find me. Take a deep breath in for me through the nose as we begin to wind down now and move into our meditation. Exhale through the mouth. On your next inhale, please inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 6. Release every bit of that last breath as your tummy moves down towards your spine, and you exhale. Inhale for me again, nice and deeply to the count of 4. Allow your rib cage to expand, and exhale to the count of 6. I invite you to check in with your body, starting with your feet. Make sure you have no tension here and your toes are nice and relaxed. Your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs are all nice and soft. Allow your hips to relax, and if you are lying down, please make sure your back and neck are well supported. Make sure there's no tension in your lower back or your upper back. Bring your shoulders down and away from your ears. You can hold your palms upright to feel uplifted, or place them down to feel grounded. Check in with your facial expression finally. Make sure you are not holding any tension here, and breathe at your normal pace. This full moon, I have taken away the visualization element from the meditation, and this is because we are going to clear our mind and have a clear third eye. And I felt called to not have a meditation that is too heavily focused on visualization, that may clog or block or distract the clearing of your third eye and your mind. So when you're ready, I invite you to bring to mind simply 1 or 2 areas of your life that you feel need more attention for whatever reason that's personal to you. When you bring to mind these areas of your life that need further attention, I invite you to set one intention and make one clear and firm decision for these parts of your life under this full moon. Take a moment, however it resonates for you, one decision, one intention. I invite you to bring to mind, following your decision and intention setting, maybe one or two cycles that you are currently experiencing or you have experienced that you feel needs to change or come to an end or bring some kind of closure to under this energy of number 9 for the date 24 to 2024. I invite you to make one decision about each cycle you wish to close off or move on from, and set one intention about this cycle. Do this for as many situations, people, places, or things that you have experienced cycles with as necessary for you. It could be if you look back over the last 9 years of your life, the last 9 days of your life, the last 9 months, or even 9 hours of your life. In numerology, we consider 9 to be one complete cycle. You could look at it this way, or you can just generally bring to mind any cycle at any point of your life. Take a moment. I invite you to visualize a ray of light around you that is filled with various lights of different colours, like a rainbow, in colours that resonate with you. This light surrounding you with its rainbow energy is filled with love, protection, and guidance from your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, the universe, God, whatever you believe in as a higher source that guides and protects you. This energy is here to present you with a message as we move through the 222 portal, which happened on the 22nd of February, just before the full moon, which is due to happen on the 24th of February, which has the energy of 9 and completion, and 222 being the angel number of duality and things coming together. As this energy surrounds you, pay attention to what you think, what you feel, what you hear, what is visually placed in your mind as a message for you. Take in what your guides have to say to you at this key time as we go through one portal to the next. Breathe at your normal pace. Remain open. Clear your mind and allow the message to be brought to you. It has been an honour to connect with you this full moon, and an even bigger honour to place together this short but to the point meditation based on the energy of the universe right now to help guide you in any direction you may need it and support you as we move through the full moon. I set the intention that whatever you have asked for, whatever intention you've set for yourself, that it will find you soon. If you are new here, then why not subscribe? I would love to see you here again. And if you are someone who is returning, then thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful full moon. Enjoy this energy. I will catch you for the new moon. Have a wonderful end to the month of February, and I will see you soon. Please open your eyes, become aware of your surroundings, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Have a wonderful continuation of your day, and if something here helped you, please do give the video a like on your way out and drop me a comment and let me know how it was for you, what message you received, and any important details about your experience, because I do love to hear feedback from you guys and how it was for you. I'll see you on the new moon.